Hello, so I will be walking you through the MoniTrack app. My name is David again, and so let's just get right into it. So on the MoniTrack app, you're going to need a subscription for you to be able to sign in or have an account, right? So I'll be logging in on a demo account that we use here at the office. It's called so. This is pretty much it. So I'm sure by now we must have added every of our team members on the user. If you have not, it's simply you coming here to user, and under user you're going to create their user account. You create their name, their email, their last name. You allow them to log in. So you create a username for them, a password that they can log in with. Then you assign them a role. So if they are admins, you leave it as admin. If they are cashiers, you can change it here, cashiers. And then you assign their location. You give them access to a location, either the Dev Business Center or the telco. Meanwhile, they are only having access to one business location. Okay. And then once you're done with that, you want to input the necessary information, the date of birth, the gender, the marital status, blood group, the phone number, and any alternative number and family contact details that you might want to add. You can also assign their primary payroll location, maybe the business center, put in their salary, and then you save. That way, you would have created the particular user, and then you can give them their login details for them to log in to. So, without wasting much time, I'm just going to delve into um, the product, how you can add products to the system. So you click on add product under products. So you click on add product. Yeah, I'm going to leave this because I'm not doing anything on that. And then let's say the Techno Spark 10. So you're going to put in the product name. Now, unit needs to be created, although primarily you would have piece as a unit that has been created already. So you can easily create one from here by clicking the the plus sign here. So, but we already have piece. Then category as well should be created beforehand. Now, I'm going to show you, or let's just get through to that first. Before you add any product for new account, you need to create unit. Let me close that. You need to create unit. You need to create unit. You need to create categories. You need to create variation. Yeah, you need to create these three. You need to create these three first before you start to add a new product. On this particular product, on this particular demo account, you already have the units created, you already have the category created already. So category can be based on what you sell. So if it's for a fashion house, you can have male wears, female wears, sandals, shoes, footwears. Footwears can be subcategorized into sandals, shoes, sneakers, and the likes like that. So then for restaurants, you can have food, drinks, and drinks can be subcategorized into um, what's it called? Alcoholic drinks and um, non non-alcoholic drinks. Excuse me, non-alcoholic drinks. Then for electronics, you can have your categories based on phones, TV sets, household products, electronic, kitchen appliance, sitting room appliance, and the likes like that. So those are how you can place your categories. Now, variation, the reason why variation is there is because there are some products, there are single products that comes in different sizes and prices, or a particular product that comes in different flavors. All right. So that is the reason why you would have variation. And to create a variation is very simple. You just click on add. Under the add, you are going to put the variation name. The variation name is basically why are you categorizing it? Is it because there are different sizes, or is it because there are different flavors, or is it because just different reasons? So if it's for sizes, maybe you have big, small, large, you just put it there size, and you put it small, the plus sign, medium, the plus sign, large, and then you save. But we already have this on the system, so there's no need for me to save this, right? So now, when you have the variation, the unit, and the categories created, now unit is the smallest unit at which you sell the goods that you are, the product that you have in your store. So for example, if it is a fashion house, again, they sell in pairs. Excuse me. They sell in pairs. If it is a bar or a restaurant, if it's a bar, they sell in bottles or in cans, right? And then the list goes on and on like that. So that's for units. That's for units. So let's go to add the product. So we'll be adding TechnoSpark 10. And the unit again is in piece. Business location, because you have multiple business location, you want to assign which location is selling the product. Now, if you have a business that has the same product across all the business location, it is important that you list out all your locations. So you tick on all the locations like this, right? Once that is done, we move to categories. So let's place the categories as phone. We are using black iPhone here as just an example. So manage stock means that you are telling the system that, look, I have this number of products. Let's say I have 500 Techno Spark 10. So I'm telling the system that I have 500 pieces of Techno Spark 10. I am imputing these 500 pieces and I want you to manage it. So once you put this blue tick on, it means you want the system to manage the stocks for you. But once you click it as blank, you see that alert quantity is out of it. Let's put it back. So now what is alert quantity? Alert quantity means that I have 500 pieces of TechnoSpark 10. The moment the product reaches 10 pieces or 5 pieces or a particular number, let me know. So we want to have it, let's say, at 10 pieces, right? Now, you want to add your image, your product image, the image of your product. So you can click on browse. Once you click on browse, you would move to the image of the product. So let's say, for example, okay, we don't have a phone. Let me just pick a random image, right? But you can pick, you would have to pick a particular image. Okay, so let's just do something. Okay, let's just use this. So this is our product image, correct? Again, it's just an example. Now, the next thing you want to do, which is important, if you are creating a product that has different sizes, this is where you indicate it. as a variable product, right? As a variable product, we are going to get into that shortly, but I'm just giving as an example. So currently we are putting this iPhone Spark 10 as a single product because it does not have different what's it called, different sizes. Now if it has different colors and those different colors come at different prices, then you can make a variation out of it. But if it doesn't have those kind of differences and it's just a single product, all you just need to do is come to adding the purchase price. How much did you buy it? Let's say I bought it for $30. You put it there. How much are you selling it for? It's under the default selling price. So I'm selling it for, let's say, $80. That's it. Now this margin is this profit margin percentage. It calculates by itself. The system calculates your profit margin based on what you put in as your purchase and what you put in at your selling price. Okay, so you want to click on save and add opening stock. This means that you have a quantity that you want to sell. You have a certain quantity that you want to sell. Now, because we have added this particular product to all the locations that we have, there are two ways to go about it. If they are already on those, if this Techno Spark 10 is already in those locations, then you would have to put the quantity that is in those locations one after the other. But if it is currently in a particular location, maybe location A, let's put it as an example, is on location 500 pieces is in this location. And then you want to put the date, which is today's date. Now, on the other locations, as you can see, you can also add the different quantities for it, or you transfer quantities later. If the reason why you're transferring quantity is because this particular location that has 500 pieces is like maybe the headquarter, and then from the headquarter we are moving the products to the different locations. So other locations are going to be 000, except the headquarter that is 500 pieces, right? So let's save. Automatically we have added Techno, let's see. We've added Techno Spark 10 to the system, and it is available in all these business locations. However, it is only available at what's it called? It is only available at the this particular location, which is the first location. Now, I want to transfer this. I want to transfer, let's say, 100 each to the different locations. How do I go about it? We are going to talk about it much later, but I want to show you how to add a variable product. Okay, so let's add a variable product, and we are going to be using Aqualife bottled water as an example, although there is already Aqualife on the system. So let me see a product that is of variations. Let's say, let's just give a name, Jumebi bottled water. And it is in bottles. All right, it is in bottles. So business location, again, we can add it for the multiple business locations. Now, for each location that you're adding it to, you can transfer the stocks to them much later. Again, we remember what managed stock is, an alert quantity. So I'm just putting something there for the class. So once, then again, the image, we need to add the image. Let's just generate a random image for it. Let me see. I can't find one, so let me just use a random image for it. Just using this image for it. So I'm creating a variable. Variable happens when there are different sizes or different flavors or something different that also comes at different prices. Note, there has to be differences in how the product looks and the prices has to be different. Okay, so let's do the variable. You see that the interface changes and want to make it size. Okay, now the option comes medium and small and large. So let's put it at, we bought it at 0.16 for the small one, then 0.23 for the second one, and 0.50 for the last one. And then we are selling this one for, let's say, $1. We're selling this one for 1.75, and we're selling this one for $3, for example. Now we want to add the stock. When we click on save and add opening stock, it's going to take us to where we are going to add the quantities that we have. Okay, so let's say for this small one, I have 400 bottles. For this, I have 300 bottles. For this, I have 200 bottles. And then I put the date. Yeah, I put the date. And then that is for the headquarter. Now, for the other locations, you see that the options for me to add every of their quantities are there. Now, I'm going to transfer stock. So let's click on save. So now you have your bottled water, do maybe bottled water, and you also have your what's the first product? Techno Spark. Yeah, I'll soon finish. So now I need to transfer stock. All I need to do is come to stock transfer, click on add stock transfer, and then I am moving it from MoniTrack 1 to the next location. Now, if I'm transferring it across all the locations, I'll have to do them one after the other. So let me do the product, do maybe bottled water 1, do maybe bottled water the medium, do maybe bottled water the large, and techno. Yep. So I'm going to change the status to completed, right? And then how many quantities am I moving? Let's say I'm taking out 100 bottles each. 100 bottles, 100. And then for the techno, I'm taking 50. The moment I click on save, automatically the stock is being transferred from MoniTrack, location MoniTrack 1, which is the headquarters, down to the second location, which is Deb Business Center. Now, as you can see, it has been completed. Okay, so if I come to products now, let's search for the Techno Spark as an example. Now, as you can see, it's still 500 pieces, right? Now, when I click on it, you will see that I have 450 of the stock at MoniTrack and 50 pieces at Deb Business Center. Okay, and then the same thing applies to the Dumebit waters. Let's look at it. Oh, sorry. At the Dumebi water, as you can see, for MoniTrack, the small bottles you have 300, and then at the Dev Business Center you have 100. Same thing applies to the rest, like that. Okay, so I think that helps. We're going to jump into the other things in the next video.